really not any kind of direct connection. I mean, it's kind of neat that there's this Easter egg in Shin 1 FF10, but it doesn't really seem to have any kind of relevance, really. Oh, hey, Stral. Wow, that's a long time. Thank you very much. I hope you're good. I think you just took the lead. You took the lead some time ago. Well, I don't really find it stupid that FF10 and FF7 are interconnected, it's just that there's really, I mean, there doesn't seem to be any kind of, I mean, there's really nothing that would be affected by this connection, is there? There's nothing in FF7 that's affected by FF10, like, they might share the same universe, but there's nothing, nothing significant. I mean, like, FF10's actions don't really affect FF7's universe, besides that it's the future of FF10, so I don't really know why it matters anyway. Well, because they can. Maybe they thought it gives the game more of a depth. You know, personally, I would argue they should probably work on FF8's plot, because that one doesn't make any sense the way it's considered canon. Well, FF plots is very weak. I mean, there's this interview where they deny that the spooky we know as Ultimecia theory has any validity. And that's very disappointing because it would actually give the game some kind of good plots. Without it, it's just some kind of stupid, pointless villainy thing. Well, because the writer of FF8, or rather the writers of FF8, they're pretty bad at writing, I guess. Hey, Red Sky. FF9's plot is just as shitty, to be honest, if you ask me. At least the ending is just... It's not really that the entire plot is shitty, it's just that... Also, FF9 and FF4 essentially have the same plots. I mean, I don't like the ending in FF9. I do not like the fact that... Maybe it's because I don't really care about the entire crystal thing. So Necron is, of course, in my opinion, just the most stupid idea of how to end FF9, but that's just my opinion. Well, FF9 has a nice plot until the end of Disc 4, where the plot just commits ceremonial suicide. Well, I'm aware of that initially the final boss should have been Hades, but that wouldn't have really made it any better, to be honest. Yeah, I also know he's not entirely random, but still, I mean, he doesn't really have much plot significance. It's a very weak boss. Like, he doesn't have good standing in the plot. But yeah, it's generally that he's so random and he doesn't have much of a justification. I mean, he doesn't really seem connected, he just comes out of nowhere. I mean, you can argue kind of the same about FF8 and Ultimecia, but Ultimecia doesn't just appear in the last 5 minutes of the game, so... There's more to Ultimecia than there's to Necron. I have beaten this in the past, but not this particular playthrough. But I might be able to beat this very soon. Well, there's only one more boss left, called Omega, that I haven't killed yet. Maybe I should play FF5 at some point. Yeah, I don't really see FF9's plot as childish. If anything, I have concerns about FF9's gameplay, not its plot. Besides the ending, which to me is very weak. You know, when I played FF4 on Steam, I initially didn't like it, but now that I've played it a couple of times, I'm kind of glad I played FF4. I guess I might feel the same with FF5 actually, once I play it. Yeah, I mean, FF9 has a quite rich short story. You know, there's a cycle of life and stuff, but I mean, essentially FF9's plot is for the largest part just FF4's plot with minor variations. I mean, there's this entire Gjoerulv and Kain thing. Wait, no, Cecil and Gjoerulv as brothers, as with Zidane and Kuja. And then there's this evil overlords with Zeromus and Garlands. And then there's crystals, and then there's this other planet that wants to like occupy the worlds, which is like Gaia and the Moon. I mean Terra and the Moon, and there's really huge amounts of similarities. You know, even the ending is similar. In the ending in FF9, it's supposed that Zidane and Garnet marry. In the ending in FF4, Cecil and Rosa marry. No, it doesn't end in marriage. At least not obviously. I mean, in FF8 the ending you could argue is about Squall and Noah being together again, but maybe they realize the next day that they have nothing in common, they're just separate, and they just separate very quickly. I mean, maybe they realize that they're both gay and they don't like each other, and maybe they are asexual or whatever. Maybe they only got together because of some advanced insurance money frauds, but now that they have committed to their plan, they decide to do something else. There could be thousands of reasons why they don't marry. Maybe just Squall has a heart attack and dies because Renoa's face gives him a heart attack. Maybe he just chokes on a pretzel and dies, and Renoa can't marry him because he already died. There's lots of explanations. And in FF7, I mean, are you saying that in FF7 in the end, Tifa and Cloud marry? I don't really see how that would make too much sense. Yeah, I mean, I guess like in the writing departments, their plots are not exactly too novel. I unfortunately have not played 13.2, so I can't just really say what 13.2's ending is like. I mean, you can tell me about it, but I can't really talk about it because I haven't played it. You know, I guess marriage in those plots was such a big theme because back in the day marriage was actually still a very common occurrence. But I heard that nowadays marriage is just getting rarer and rarer. People just don't marry as much anymore. And also marriages don't last so long. So I mean, marriage is not really the end all of all plots. I mean, if anything, they should involve divorce because that's a very realistic thing these days. Well, good luck on not dying from shaving and the dying from blood loss. So I'm almost done with the grinding process. I want to get better to level 99. I want to master those remaining materia that are in Cloud's Apocalypse weapon slots. Hey Kyle, you? I have never played any MMO, so I have never even played 11 or 14, or any other MMO really. I could never quite get into them, I don't know. I'm good myself. Well, actually, when I was a child, I had a friend whose father was obsessed. I don't know if that's even considered MMO, but I don't even know when it was. But maybe like around 2000, the year 2000, there was this website called Neopets, which is like a very it's not. I'm not sure if that actually exists, but it was like kind of like an MMO, and my friend's father was obsessed with that, let's call it MMO, and he would play that game way too much. Oh, it's still a thing? That's spooky. What exactly is Toontown? I've never heard of that. The World of Warcraft kids. Sounds interesting. So what even is the appeal of an MMO? Like, which part is usually considered the most driving? I mean, do you like to play games with other people online? Is that why MMOs are so popular, or is it you can just grind forever? I have no idea what seems considered attractive about MMOs. They never really had any kind of appeal to me. Well, yeah, that's why everybody who likes quality games, they only go to their own house or their friend's house and then they together play hide and seek. I'm glad he also thinks of Dream Bum. random 1% epic drops. Sounds like a lot of fun. But I mean, why the story? You can just play any other game. That wouldn't have to be an MMO. I mean, do MMOs have stories that are different from non-MMOs? The stories of MMOs, are they more immersive? Are they like bigger? Do they have generally like more detailed and a deeper lore? Or what is about stories and MMOs? Well, I don't really watch series, so I don't really care about series or season finales. You know, most of the stuff I watch when it comes to series is stuff that doesn't really have any kind of action or development. You know, I watch like Seinfeld's. And there's really not much going on there. They don't really like develop. So there's really no. I mean, they have season finales, but nothing really happens in those because they never really have any kind of development. They just always tread on the spots, which is why I like the show. Because there's nothing. There's no improvement in character. I like that. They just always stay as terrible as they are. But I think I know what you mean now. Well, I don't think it's a show about nothing, it's a show about bad people. I mean, the characters in Seinfeld, they are not really doing nothing, they're just really bad, like, shitty people. I mean, they're like, maybe that sounds too harsh, but they kind of are just shitty people, you know. They have really shitty attitudes, like, you know, not really that shitty, but they're all very self-observed and they're very egotistical and I mean, I guess they're not really aggressively bad, but they're all very self-obsessed and shallow and I mean, of course they're also kind of humorous to watch, but they're very childish and immature. Yes, actually I know It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I have watched that show, and I haven't watched the entire show, but I also quite like it. No, I think Seinfeld's about grace, you know. People in Seinfeld either have or don't have grace. And Elaine doesn't have grace. That's what it's all about. Who is my favorite songstress, I wonder? Well, I mean, a lot of people still haven't heard of Twitch. Like, in my everyday surrounding, people don't really know what Twitch is, and I don't really care to talk about to talk to them about Twitch. I don't want to advertise it so much because they probably wouldn't understand it anyway. So I mean, if you already know what Twitch is, you're probably still quite ahead to all these other people that have never heard of it. And no, I don't really like Celine Dion. Why would you think so? Guess I'll see how this works. Maybe somebody should have time. So I'll be back in some minutes, then I will try this boss again. Actually, I wasn't, but it sounds nice, doesn't it? Why should it get censored? So, I should be able to inflict damage overflow now. And one-hit KO the boss, just like he one-hit KO'd me. Oh my god, it's actually preemptive? That's ridiculous. How high am I? I'm afraid I'm a 1. You know, when I meant I was eating mushrooms, I'm afraid I really only meant I was eating very generic, common, non-magical mushrooms. I'm sorry to disappoint you. There was no magic in my food, I'm afraid. Why would you say they are lame and boring? They're tasty. Isn't that something? I would say they taste kinda good. Oh look, it's happening. I like this. Yeah, it's actually just champignons, that's what they're called here. Well, looks you can one-hit KO now. Well, I think still him, but I can do it now as well. No, the final tech materia has always been in the game. You get it by going to the gold saucer and winning the special battle square there for the first time. So it seems I can't one-hit KO him anymore. That sucks, but I'm not giving up yet. It sucks. Yeah, and he's invincible again. The yellow glow is invincibility. In this game it's called Peerless. Until it runs out I can't deal any damage to him. This is just stupid. I mean, enemies should be able to get invincibility. I mean, this is really ridiculous. You know, in the original game, no enemy can even get this status effect. Only you can get it from Eris limit breaks. But of course, in mods, it's very nice to turn enemies invincible. Well, yes, it wears off. It lasts for half as long as barrier lasts, but still, it's quite a while. Well, people who make these kind of mods, they of course crave on masochism. That's essentially what this is, yeah. You can kill this boss, but it's all rather annoying. It's not so much hard, it's just annoying. Well, I mean, it's just whoever side is on, yeah. Let's just call it sadomasochism, so we can be safe. What kind of oatmeal though? Did you make it yourself, or do you have like some kind of instant oatmeal? What did you garnish it with? Did you just eat it raw? Like, did you just put oats into a bowl? I need to know more about this oatmeal situation you're having. Did you add something as terrible as sugar to it, or like cinnamon? Oh, I expected the worst. There I go. You put an apple into your oatmeal, like an apple? That sounds a bit terrible, to put it lightly. This one I think has 200,000. The final form, which is the next one, has 800,000. It comes with apples. What kind of oatmeal are you eating? It sounds disturbing. I suppose it's like dried apples, because fresh apples wouldn't really last long enough, right? No, it doesn't require MP to cast adrenaline. Obviously. Otherwise you would have a workaround, which of course is not allowed. Are you dead now? Oh my god, you're still not fucking dead. This is terrible. Also, every time he casts Adrenaline, his defense actually increases. If he uses it too much, I won't be able to deal any damage to him because his defense is just maxed, and I can only deal 1 damage. I mean, obviously that's also extremely stupid. So this form is finally fucking dead. There's still this shitty form. Yes, I maxed all my stats. Why is that not damage overflow? Do I maybe have too many sources? Too many hero drinks? I need to check this enemy's defense. You know, the thing about damage overflow is that if you have too high an attack, you like overflow damage overflow and you get back to normal damage. That could be it. Yeah, this probably is that. It seems my attack is actually too high. Guess I will just retry this. Yes, I could try Berserk. That's actually a good idea. I could give Barret the Berserk ring. Why not do that? That might solve some issues. I did the farming like very late, before the weapons. You don't have to do it before that really. You don't need max stats for most other stuff, just probably the weapons and this boss here. Well, I used the kind of convoluted final attack combination to max all the stats. You might have to look it up. But you can max sources fairly easily. Shouldn't really be a problem. So yeah, you can see its damage overflow. The enemies have like 60,000 HP, and one hit kills them, and it wasn't even 999. Even though there were no strange signs, this is still damage overflow. This is not damage overflow though. It seems I need to increase his attack by some. No, it's not the battle arena. You can just do it in the Guernica. So this is 2 hero drinks. 1 was not enough. Oh, 2 is enough for this. That's neat. I wonder if I need another one for this final form though. You know, it's kind of annoying if just first attack auto one-hit KOs you, and you can only hope to dodge it. I mean, you basically just have to always reapply your new drinks, which is very annoying. Oh my god, how many fucking turns do you think you can get? You get a stupid weapon for that. You don't even get anything special. Like, you don't get anything unique. You get just a common shitty weapon. I mean, it's not really worth it for the rewards. It's not really worth it for anything. Well, the IP is kind of nice, but at this point, if you still need IP, you probably made some pretty bad choices. I mean, you can also use Gil Toss, so well, you can use Coin. But this is faster. I don't even know if the final bosses are hard in this or not. I just know that normally the final bosses are very easy, but in this mod the final bosses actually are a challenge. At least Bizarro and Safe are. I think they also have like too much HP, too high a defense, they can get invincible, and their attacks ignore your defense, so... Oh hey Astro, how are you? How have you been since we last talked, which was like a month ago? What do you mean by was it for the percentage completion? Well, I'm good. Oh, you did? I didn't know you formally stopped. Do you enjoy going to the gym? Does anyone enjoy going to the gym? I still haven't been to one ever. They still scare me. You know, with the dubious smell, and you might even see people there. Well, that's damage overflow. Essentially, it's too much damage for the game to handle, and the enemy just dies in one hit. Oh well, I just like to kill all the bosses in this playthrough. I mean, if there's a boss, you should be able to kill it, right? So I just killed it because I could. You know, I guess I don't really want to do this against Gjoerulv Hardcore yet. So I'm gonna make sure I don't actually accidentally deal damage overflow damage. Yeah, this music is very nice, I agree. I never actually learned Pandora's Box in this playthrough, but who cares? No, those are like pseudo-scripted. You have like a chance on every walk to encounter an enemy. It's like a 30% chance or something. You know, in the normal game, Jenova can start a countdown, and at the end of the countdown she casts Ultima. In this mod, if the countdown runs out, she uses an attack that actually just kills your entire party, and you can't prevent that, so make sure you don't run out of time here. I think she can't be slowed. I should have used the Mega Elixir first, because then Cloud would not have died. Well, that's something. You know, it seems that in this fight you start with the inversion region effect. It's called Gjoerulv. You can see my HP is going down. Hey Pete, I'm good, how are you? It's kind of funny how her arms haven't even died yet. mean, in the original game, she's really just a pushover. She has 60,000 HP and her arms have like 10 and 15k. But in this mod, clearly she has probably 600,000 or something. Still no arms down. Well, there is no second phase in this fight, so much I can really tell you. Well, I'm sure there are insider goods, but they might be a bit uncomfortable or convenient. I mean, if you sleep with like the professor, I'm sure there might be some perks from that. But of course, that doesn't always work out so well. You know, you could also just bribe him or her. But results might vary if you use these techniques. Wow, you get 150,000 AP. You get 150,000 AP, wow, that's ridiculous. You know what's really nice in this mod though, is after this point you get a save point, so you can save after this fight. Which in the original game you cannot, because you don't really need to, but in this mod, at this point you can save. That's really neat. Well, I'm pretty sure that's not what they say. That's, I never heard that. I'm not quite sure what kind of person would use a Latin phrase to talk about dead people to begin with. Is that supposed to say that you should talk about the dead only well or not at all? Because it sounds like that. I find it funny, I mean, who's there to take insult if you insult the dead? I mean, it's kind of like the other way around. You should insult the dead as much as you want to, but you shouldn't insult the living. I mean, the dead have no feelings. They're just broken bio garbage. Nobody's gonna get hurt if you insult the dead. Except of course their relatives, but who cares about those? Well, what if you have no relatives, to be fair though? I mean, I understand that, but you could just try and have no relatives. Yeah, I need to figure out if that's the one that covers entirely, because if that's the case, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to go for damage overflow. I'm not going to switch my party. This is just... I will not do that. Yeah, I think this battle will suck a lot. Are you kidding me? I mean, sure, why not just... Oh yeah, this is recovery. This means, so essentially, and if you want to kill this thing, because it has too much HP, you have to like switch your parties and like kill the other Gjoerulv first. So you need to actually equip your entire party, like, they all have to have high enough stats so you can even kill them. Now of course, I don't care about that. It means I will have to go with damage overflow. I mean, in vanilla you don't even have to switch parties, because the main party, the Zhao, can only heal for like 6k or something, so you can easily outdamage him. But this one, it gets recovery, and that means you can't outdamage it at all. You have to like either kill the other party, Gjoerulv first, or just go for damage overflow, which is what I'm going for because I don't care. I would have to actually have enough good material. I would have to have enough materia and equipment for like 3 parties. To have like 8 characters be manageable, and I didn't prepare for this. It's also really pointlessly long, and I don't know why anybody would do that. So yeah, let's go back to damage overflow then. That's fine with me. Well, I mean, but it's kind of hypocritical, because I mean, do the living people even change if you talk to them? I mean, that's I mean, very few people change ever because of what you say to them. People generally don't change very much because of what you tell them. So I understand the argument you're making, but it's not very convincing to me. Well, That's an interesting view. Oh hey, thank you very much, Vanity. Yeah, it's almost 2 years. I can't even believe I've been on Twitch for that long. I don't know. It seems like the older I get, the more time becomes fleeting. Hey human, this playthrough is going quite okay. You know, I wonder how you would define joke. Maybe you can look it up and see what the dictionary says, definition of joke. I mean, is something a joke because it's meant to be funny or because it is funny? You know, you can ask the same thing about lies. I mean, is it a lie if you try to lie, or if it happens to be untrue? Like, is an untruth a lie, or is it only a lie if you intentionally said something untrue? Oh, you just noticed the names? Well, I have some interesting names. So no damage overflow yet. I don't like that. I'm waiting for damage overflow. You know, quite often I hear people say that if somebody like said something like, I'm gonna eat a pineapple, but then they don't, then they say they lied because they didn't eat a pineapple. Maybe they couldn't eat pineapple. Maybe they wanted to, but they couldn't. They didn't try to not eat the pineapple, but it just didn't happen. So I guess it's the same with a joke. It might just be the intention that matters. I'm still hoping for eventually damage overflow, even though it hasn't happened yet. Maybe I should change the defense to see if it's even possible. It's kinda neat though how this 7.5 million or so, I think. You know, in this mod, some materia gets more AP than it normally does. Like, Knights of the Round normally only has 500,000. But in this mod, Knights of the Round, Mime and Phoenix all can hold up to 1 million AP. And I have 7 of those, and I have like something else on there, so at least 7 million AP I have. But then again, because of Mega Ore, the damage is already lowered because it hits all of those. Maybe I would have to unequip Mega Ore. Just hope that it would hit the right target. Yeah, it seems like that. What's the defense anyway? Oh, it's actually very high. This seems to be an issue. This has like 800,000 HP. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, but underwater material doesn't actually count. If you try to, if you equip underwater materia, it just always counts as 0 AP no matter how much it... it can hold up to 16 million AP, but it never actually counts towards the AP for the missing score. So I'm just checking some stats offline. Yeah, it has 800,000 AP, and it has 400 defense, which is really, really a lot. No, that's for the original game as well. Underwater materia never counts for missing scores damage. So I'm not quite sure what to do yet. I definitely don't want to kill this thing normally because that just sucks. That's way too much work. You see, the thing with underwater also is that it overflows. Materia can only hold up to 16,777,215 AP, and once you get more than that, it goes back to 0, and then it increases again. In underwater materia, if it has well enough AP, it goes back to 0, and then, increases again. So you can just easily actually overflow it. Oh hey Danny, thank you very much. I'm glad you have not died. I need to just check what other materia holds the most AP after the 1 millions. Well, I don't actually use Skype so much anymore. I still check on there every now and then to see if somebody's talking to me, but I don't really start conversations on Skype anymore, it seems. I guess it's Bahamut 0. sounds like an idea. So Barrett should now have 7.8 million AP in his weapon. Mime is 1 million, Knights of Dawn is 1 million, Phoenix is 1 million, and Bahamut Zero is 800,000. So this is 7.8 million AP. This may or may not work. Well, I mean, fun is kind of difficult to quantify, isn't it? Even more so if it's from the past, and I don't quite remember how much fun I had. But, I mean, both mods are quite enjoyable, I would say. I mean, I guess personally I had more fun, I don't really know. I guess it's kinda even, really. I mean, both mods focus on different things. Like, this is more of a hardcore mod, so like the difficulty is higher, but New Threat mod is just mostly, oh, you mean Necrosis? Well, I forgot. I thought you meant New Threat mods, but I guess Necrosis is also quite fun. I mean, essentially all the mods I've played, they were fun. I never really felt bored with any of the mods or annoyed. Good luck on that. This is looking very dire. It seems you just can't overflow this enemy. Maybe that's what I have to accept. Yeah, I've not really done these speedruns in a while. I guess I haven't actually done any since April or so? May? I'm not sure. Something like that. Yeah, I wouldn't really say that I did it. FF Tactics and I had a rather strange... Oh my god, I finally fucking killed him. I can't believe this shit. This is how you just make sure that this happens and nothing else. So what about save for Sephiroth's HP, by the way? Is it worse than this, or... Oh, Safer has 1 million HP, but he has a much lower defense. Yeah, I didn't expect that would still work, but it did still work. I like that. I'm glad that happens. Well, I mean, Safer has 1 million HP. Bizarro only had 800,000, but his defense should be lower, so should be not so much of an issue. Then again, what do I know? He also can't be slowed anymore. In the original game you can slow Safer, you can't slow this thing. Oh yeah, and he starts off by getting immunity. That's really cool. Are you fucking kidding me? He's also hasted. Oh yeah, sure, just 1 hit KO me, no problem. I mean, I still can't actually attack him because I can attack him, but I cannot deal any damage because he's still glowing yellow. So he's still invincible, actually, at this point. Isn't that just marvelous? He is still invincible, and now he's going up to the sky. I mean, sure, why not? He's still invincible. Not anymore though. Oh, he has a new attack called Pain. Wow, that's cool. So is he gonna use Zombie? Is he gonna use Supernova now or what? Oh, he doesn't even use the Supernova attack? That's interesting. You know, I don't know if I should attack him and kill him or if I should just be careful and I don't know. I mean, he has new attacks, which is neat. So can you just die? Maybe? Oh well, that works. I'm pretty sure that at some point, he would have become basically invincible again, and with every time he gets invincible, also his defense increases. So if he just uses that too many times, essentially 4 times or more, all of the damage I will deal, I can deal V1. So I can only use attacks to deal him, to damage him, that would have been defense or M defense ignoring, so like Bahamut Zero, or Bahamut, or Neo Bahamuts, or Typhoon, or Pandora's Box on after the rounds, or even like Coin. And that's just stupid, so you can just use this to bypass all of this. I mean, the thing about the final bosses and also Omega in this mod is that they are not necessarily difficult, they're just really fucking annoying. I mean, what's the point of an enemy that just gets invincible and just one hit KOs you? I mean, it's not very much of a challenge. It's just just a nuisance, and it's really just there's no strategy to it. You have to just kind of brute force through it and hope that you don't die. I don't really like the final stuff in this mod so much. It's just pointlessly difficult. And not even entertainingly, it's just there's nothing of a challenge or of a strategy that will be required. It's a pretty dull scenario, but oh well. What is overflow? Essentially in FF7, if the damage is too high, the game can't handle it anymore because of the number being too big for the game's data range. So if the damage is too high, it actually goes back to negative numbers. And if an enemy like takes negative damage from an attack, the game just considers it as a one-hit KO move. So if essentially if the damage is too high, you want to KO enemies, so if you just deal enough damage, you one-hit KO enemies. For that to work though, they have to have a certain defense that can't be too high, because if their defense is too high, you can't actually cause damage overflow. So you can't actually cause damage overflow on all enemies in the game. Their defense must be low enough for your damage to be able to get that high. I wonder what happens in this fight. You know what's really nice is that in Second Chief Need Threat mods, you have like an actual fight here. You fight Gjoerulv and Sephiroth with Tifa and Cloud. It's quite neat. But in this mod, there's just the basic non-fight here, which is a bit dull, but oh well. Guess you shouldn't expect too much. Stream? Question mark. fight other Minots. What's going to happen to Midgar? Question mark. We can't let it happen! Exclamation mark. But the way things are now. But the way things are now. But the way things are now. It's too late for Holy. Meteors approaching the planets. Holy is having the opposite effects. Forget the Midgar. We've got to worry about the planets. What's that? Exclamation mark, question mark. What the hell is that? Knife dream. It's coming. Yeah, I realized you can actually just damage overflow everything after this arrow, so that was kinda neat. You missed the ending? Well, the ending wasn't exactly too exciting, to be honest. It's not too bad that you have missed it. I mean, even though this mod is still very enjoyable, I would say, the very ending is just really stupid. I mean, it makes some sense to, for once, actually make the final bosses the hardest boss in the game. But if that means you have to just pointlessly grind and just, I don't know. It's not very, there's really not much strategy to this final boss, it's just, if you don't do damage overflow, it's just gonna be an endlessly long fight, and it's kind of dull, because there's really not much interest to it. I mean, some of the new bosses in this mod, like the Materia Cave bosses, have really interesting strategies that you have to use to kill them. But the final bosses they're just brute force overpowered, and there's nothing that you can do to really deal with that. Well, it seems almost to me as if the creator of this mod, Gjoerulv, as if he ran out of ideas for the final battles, because there's not much of interest to them really. I mean, some of the new bosses, as I said, they're really interesting and unique. The final boss is not so much. No, as far as I know, there's no mod that would do that. There's also none that would fix the damage of the W item duplication glitch either. Well, yeah, that would be an issue. That would be a way to remove damage rolls on Barretts. But I mean, you still have it on Vincent. If you kill enough enemies with Vincent, then you can still do it with Vincent, but it would take much longer to set up. You have to kill like thousands of enemies with Vincent to increase the strength of the death penalty weapon. No, there's no unofficial patches like that. This is where you can hear the children laughter. Children laughing. Right there. Whatever that implies. Anyway, I feel I'm afraid I have to now leave and go eat some more foods. Not sure what though. So I'm afraid I have to leave you now in your loneliness and in the rain or in the fog, wherever you are right now. Maybe in some kind of apple fight. Try to not be hit by any more apples. Good luck and bon appetit. Don't die. See you.